This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rule for Combat Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the game is afoot as the PCs begin their investigation to find out which bank is going to be robbed. So Book 1 started out with a really big bang, where they went on a breakneck pace and just had fight after fight after fight, and wow, that was a lot in Book 1. I really liked it. Book 2 starts off very differently. They know there's going to be a bank robbery, but they don't know where it's going to occur. Now, from a role-playing point of view, this is very hard. This actually is one of those very hard things to do well, which is investigations. Now, investigations, if you think about it, are nothing more than PCs need to get some information, and that's it. I mean, reality is they could just go somewhere and I can just give it to them. I can make this as easy or as hard as I want it to be. It's not like fighting a monster where you actually have to physically defeat a monster, or go through a dungeon where you actually physically have to go through a dungeon. This is just done with pure role-playing and storytelling, and that's it. And if you don't do it correctly or well, it can seem really cheesy or poorly run or poorly earned by the PCs if you don't do it correctly. In reality, it's just information, and I, as the GM, can give this information out whenever I want. I actually know exactly what they need to do, but that is the beauty of Paizo. Paizo is very good at running these investigations. What they do, and for those of you who want to do this on your own, I would really listen to these episodes and take some notes. But what they do is a couple things. First of all, they gate the information. What that means is that there's these gates in front of the information, and you have to go through those gates to get that information. Those gates will usually be combats or skill challenges, or my actually favorite one is where they have to do a favor for an NPC to get the information. An NPC might say, hey, listen, I have that information, but I need you to do this thing for me, and then I'll give you that information. And that way, you have little mini quests within the adventure. And then they kind of forget about, oh, we're just trying to find out some information. Now I can focus on these mini quests. And people like mini quests. And if you look at this, what this ends up being is lots of little gates and lots of little conflicts in which the PCs have to overcome. And then once they overcome those, they get the information they need. Otherwise, I tell you, going into a library and just rolling checks for 10, 20 minutes to find the information you need is really not that much fun. However, I will say you want that in there as well. And why is that? Because not everyone likes to roleplay, and sometimes people build skill monkeys. A skill monkey is a PC with 1 trillion skills. Now, if you're someone who has a skill monkey character, you want to be able to use those skills. So you want to mix it up. You want to make sure you got a little bit of fighting in there, you want to make sure you got a little bit of role-playing in there, and you want to make sure you have a couple of roles just using your skills in there so that everyone gets a chance to shine during the investigation. If you make it all one thing, then the other 2 people feel left out. If it's all combat, then the skill monkey and the role player feel left out. If it's all skills, then everyone else feels left out who doesn't have a lot of skills, which, to be honest, is usually a majority of PCs. So in this case, Paizo does a really good job of mixing it up, and you're going to see that. They also help out a lot by kind of breadcrumbing it. They give you an idea of what you're supposed to do. They give you some places to investigate, and they say, look, we already did the hard work for you, because I tell you, that's really hard to do. It's like, you don't want them to go into town and just say, okay, find what you need to do, go, that's it. No, don't do that. That's really hard to do. Give them some breadcrumbs. Just say, look, we found some information. Here's where you need to begin. go. And in this case, they have 6 items, and they can go in any order of those items. So they have 6 places to investigate. Each one will be a different piece of the puzzle, and as they investigate each one, it'll start to come together, and then they can finally figure out what they need to do, and then they piece it together, and it becomes a big challenge and a big fun puzzle. As I said, I'm kind of rambling a little here, but investigations can be really, really tough if you don't run them well. But this part of the adventure, I feel, was really well done, and anyone who's interested in running investigations or writing your own investigations should really listen carefully for the next couple of weeks to see how this unfolds, and you'll see exactly how they get the information while being challenged throughout the entire time. It's really well done. I really like it a lot. The other thing I also like about this book, and well, the series in general, which I still think is an excellent, if not one of the greatest adventure paths I've ever read, it's really good, is they just mix it up a lot. There's a lot of different role-playing styles in this adventure. It's not a pure dungeon crawl, or lots of role-playing, or lots of traps. It's everything. It just has everything in it. And it's got lots of cool situations that you would never be in as a PC. Now this part, like being an investigator, this comes up. I've seen this in many adventures in the past. They don't have to actually be Edgewatch to do this. But some of the other things that are going to be coming up, well, such as stopping a bank robbery, I've never seen that before. I've never even seen anything like that before. So that's going to be really fun if they eventually get to that point and they have to figure out how do you stop a bank robbery. So it's going to be awesome. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. So show notes should be pretty quick this week. RPG Superstar coming along swimmingly. I am continuously updating and designing the pages. They're almost ready for me to show you, but we're still fine-tuning them, so can't show them to you just yet. We are about 80% done with the monsters. The second part of the book, which has new rules, is also, I'd say, about 75% done. I'm going through a new iteration of the rules and checking it all out. We are almost done with all of the artwork, and now, as I said, we are doing layout, so hopefully this will be ready. Again, I'm trying to have the whole book ready and maybe even being sold at Gen Con, which is now in September, by the way, and I don't know if anyone else is planning on going, but I'm planning on going. Like, I don't know about any of you, but I'm planning to go to every single convention I can find. If there's any convention, anywhere, anytime, any place that is live, I am going. In fact, I was away last week for the first time in, well, I guess a year and a half, and I completely forgot how much fun I have at these things. I had such an amazingly good time just being away and hanging out with friends and playing games that I am never taking it for granted ever again. I am always going to go away whenever possible to any convention I can find for the rest of my life, because I didn't know how good I had it until I didn't have it at all. I am never ever not going to do that again. Anyhow, I am expecting to go this year in September, and I can't wait. Also note, don't forget, do check out the Patreon for $5. You can get these episodes early, and you can listen to us live whenever we record Three Ring Adventure and Agents of Edgewatch. Also, we are planning some new podcasts. That's right. We have, well, 2, believe it or not, 2 new podcasts that we're planning right now. We're setting them up. We're building characters. Might be getting artwork soon. Look for them in the near future. And for those of you who are patrons, you'll be able to listen to these months before everyone else, because we usually record at least a month or 2 of episodes before they go live. So I'll let you know ahead of time, but we're getting very, very close to starting recording. Within a week or 2, we're going to probably start one of the shows, and that show will probably not appear live on the podcast stream for at least until May or June, just because it takes time to edit these things, to get the artwork together, to plan for it. So, you know, if you want to listen to it early and know about the podcast, just become a patron for $5. And again, to become a patron, just go to patron.rollforcombat.com. And then, of course, if you do want to check out the Discord, just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. We got free games, we got hanging out, we have spoiler channels where you can look up all the maps and find out what's going on in each game and see pictures of all the creatures and the people and the monsters and everything. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. last we left off, you have found some leads to the bank robbery occurring in the Coins District. What you're going to do with those leads? We're going to find out. There's 3 banks you need to investigate and 3 things that are not banks. Here is the deal. You have 3 days, and then on the 3rd day, the Radiant Parade and presumably the bank robbery will take place. In addition, because I just don't want to deal with it, because you're so close to level 5, I figured, what the hell? You're level 5. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the way to become level
Nice.
5.
Nice.
We're down the GM.
There you go.
Level 5 by attrition. How wonderful.
Level by attrition.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
Well, you were so close, and I'm in such a good mood. Everyone's going to get 2 hero points, and you're level 5. And what the hell? I'll give you a brand new card.
It's the first game session of 2021. Hooray!
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
And you get level 5. And you get level 5.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
I like it.
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the Crane style.
So, with that, does someone want to do a quick recap, Jason, of the notes?
Jason
and
definitely does.
Of who you need to investigate, because it's been a little while.
Yeah, we have... My notes are a little sketchy, so I might need a little bit of fill-in on some of these. But there are 3 basic banks that seem to be the most likely targets. There's the Avangot moneylenders, there's the Penny and Sphinx, and there's the Stone Sworn Savings and Loan. Those are the 3 banks that have been identified by, like, the senior detectives came back and told us those are the 3 that are most likely to be targeted. Then we have 3 other generic leads. There was an incident at a tannery that sounds on the surface like it's unconnected, but we're going to follow up on it anyways. There's a kind of a Chadaxa's Cheap Loans. It's got kind of underworld connections. It's like a money lender with some unsavory underworld connections, but they might be willing to make a deal with us in exchange for help with some of the criminal trouble they're in. And we also, the Puddles Militia, who have some information on a smuggler's lair, where if we help them with the smuggler's lair, they might be able to help us out with some evidence, some information as well.
There you go. And the notes and handouts, if you want to see it again, don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. It's a bright new day. Everyone's level 5. I won't even ask you what you did with level 5. We'll just find out while you're playing, because level 5, that's a big level. I actually, when I was inputting your characters, some of you went from like a +9 to hit to like a +14 to hit. So I was like, damn, like people are going to actually start hitting and doing damage and not die in one hit. I'm going to be very impressed. Yeah, level 5, because everyone gets more stat increases. It's the big level. It's the big level.
Yeah.
Big level.
And then your con goes up. And your
Strength goes up.
Well, not for Dougie, because Dougie was already a beast, so he probably went from 18 to 19.
Yeah.
But when you're level 10, you'll get that extra +1. There you go.
I'm stronger than Dougie, actually.
You are stronger than Dougie.
I believe it.
But Dougie hits harder.
Well, I have a 19 strength, but I'm taller.
No, that's true, but Dougie's wider.
True. And he's got a maul.
I got a maul that now does 2d12 damage.
Oh my god.
Well, he can key strike you for 3d6.
That's right.
Woo!
That's right.
These 2 are going to have to take it out into the parking lot and have a little duel.
Is that 2d6 plus 8?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. It's good.
No,
plus 8.
It's 2d6 plus 4.
Oh!
Yours is not +8. There's
Yes,
no
it
plus
is.
8. No, it's not.
I'm
Is
looking at my
What?
my hero my hero ab says 2d12. Oh wait, is that crit? No.
That's a crit, you silly boy.
Oh
yeah, it's
2d12.
2d12 plus 4.
Oh, the hero lab says 2d
12 plus
12 times
4
2.
times 2.
Oh, that's
right.
silly.
That's the crit.
That's
Okay.
a crit.
Yeah, you're getting a little too excited.
Well, I'm critting no matter what for all my attacks.
From now on. Now on, he decided that from now on, he's only going to roll hits.
Hey,
As opposed to
half the
levels 1
monsters-
through 4,
No.
where you just kept missing.
Well, let me
over
tell
and
you.
over
Well, that's
again.
right. Because when the way Pathfinder works is half the monsters you need a 20 to hit them anyway. So I'm going to crit them half the time anyway. That's
There you
how
go.
we do it.
Well, not anymore, because now maybe you guys are actually getting +1s and striking. But let's get right to it. Who's doing what? Who's going where?
I need to comment though, because this is a special time. This is a special time in Gomez's life where he has attained the tabletop fantasy roleplay spellcaster version of Bar Mitzvah. Gomez can now cast Fireball.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
He is now a
Very
man.
good.
He's become a man.
Wow.
Excellent.
Very
That- So what is Lightning Bolt? Is Lightning Bolt like Quinceanera? Is that like not quite the same level, or is that just kind of on the side?
Lightning bolt has to be on the side. I actually didn't take a lightning bolt. What did I take? I took remove disease instead. I think.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But you took one that we're gonna have fights over. I can't wait to see. Haste. Oh, people are gonna be fighting you for that one.
I took haste.
That's a good one.
I like that
that's
one.
one of the
Actually,
best
all
spells
of
in the
these
game.
and all of these are difficult because depending on how damaged we get, like, all right, your guy's job is not to get too damaged, so I can cast some of these spells and not have to use them for heal slots. That's your job.
Right, yeah, we can do that. You just go to the front of the party and you can cast as many offensive spells as you want because we won't be getting damaged.
No, because
That's the solution to that.
I fear that happens.
Hey,
I'm not casting any spells because I'm
It
going to die
certainly
immediately.
ain't the monsters with the plus 18 to hit. That like they're not going to be changing anything. I think it's going to have to be the attack order. Gomez in the front.
Gomez used to go to the front quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
not anymore.
He
Not
likes
anymore.
the front. He's
he
good at
He had
it.
a bad experience with gelatinous
I remember
cube,
it being
now
very
that's
good.
over.
Those were the good old days.
I'd hate to coin a phrase, but he is, in fact, a bit of a glass cannon.
Yeah, exactly.
So guess what? For your bar mitzvah, Gomez, look at what I got for you.
Wait, I have to get to the right page. Where are you displaying that?
Where are you on?
Oh my god,
Do you see
dude!
that?
Oh my god, that's great. Is that
That is-
scale? Is that scale accurate?
Yes, that is the Fireball template.
That
Nice.
is a
Kaboosh.
fabulous thing. That is a fabulous thing. I honestly, I got got it automatically, and I was just happy for the addition. This we're not gonna have fights over haste. We're gonna have fights over whether or not you can take that because I'm gonna have to cast it, and you're gonna be in the range.
Is it actual fire damage?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, it wouldn't be fire damage with it because I do everything as weird, non-lethal bludgeoning something damage.
Well,
It's fire. Screw you. It's fire.
Well,
It's
the thing is,
fire.
I don't know if your bludgeoning overrides that. I was thinking about that.
I think that kind of doesn't matter. I think we just nix that and just say it's
Well,
fire
I'm
damage
gonna look into it
it's
eventually,
like
'cause-
weird. It's
yeah.
weird non-lethal fire damage.
I think it is fire, even though you quote do bludgeoning and you do rock. I think that's only for some of your spells, but I think fireball is fireball. It's not
Okay, good.
ball.
Give me a
I
big
prefer
ball
that.
of magma or
I
something.
know exactly. It's like give me a water ball.
That is earth fire. That's right, magma. That's exactly what it is. Lava. It's a lava
There we
ball.
go. You know, if you look hard enough, isn't everything made of earth?
Well, it
That's true.
actually matters because I might get fire resistance later.
Well, I
So
guess we'll
I-
find out. So
I gotta say, the saves on this are fabulous too, because it's only on a critical success do they take no damage. On a success, it's half damage. Failure, full damage. Critical failure, double damage.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, the critical is
12d6 damage.
painful.
That would be.
damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's painful. It's painful. Yeah, let's see. We can test it out. Oh, look at that. 42 points of critical damage. Damn. That would have been nasty. 66. It's good. All right. All right. What are we going to be doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? How are you doing this? I got everything ready. You can go anywhere you want. You can go to the smuggler's lair if you
Are we
wanted to.
splitting up?
You can
We
go
should
to
be
the-
going together.
Yeah,
right?
why don't all of you each go to one place?
That way we can do it faster.
Yes.
It'll
That's
be
true.
easier
Good
for
idea.
Steve
And it is
to
just
GM.
an investigation. It's all RP encounters. There will not be any combat.
No.
Right.
Nope.
I thought Sergeant Olo or whatever suggested we should go to the banks first.
He did. He did.
That's
but
the
I
top
am
ones?
I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I think we should just go in order that they are in alphabetical order, because that way we will be able to follow what we've done. I hate to metagame it. That's gonna be a lot easier.
That's
to-
smart. That's
to
smart. I was
remember.
gonna be contrary and say we should just do it in reverse. Just start at Stone Sword, just to be different. But we should just start at the top. Just start at the top and let's work down. Why not?
We're gonna hit them all.
All right.
Ovington Money Changers. Is that where you're going?
Let's see. What's
Yeah, what do you
this
say?
guy's deal? Let's see. He's recently been vandalized and harassed by unknown parties. It's the oldest among the 3 bank targets. Yeah, and lots of generations. Okay, so these are good old boys. We got to figure out what's going on there. I think we should go there. Ovington Money Changers.
Okay, you tell the sergeant you're going off to the coins district. Gonna do your investigations.
I salute the sergeant on my way out. Does he salute me back?
Of course, he salutes you back.
Okay, good.
And then he comes over and he goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, Sharky made these for you." And then he gives you each of you a brown paper bag filled with food that looks a little iffy. But he assures you, he goes, "Yeah, it might not look good, but it tastes very good." Sharky's still figuring out the kitchen.
I absolutely dig in, and regardless of the taste, comment just like Mom used to make.
I'm gonna watch Gomez closely after he eats it to see what
Do
happens.
I have to make a fort save?
No, it is exactly what I described.
Any food where you don't have to make a fort save is good food.
Yeah.
It's like eating sushi made by a 5th grader. It might look bad, but it
that's
tastes
all
good.
right. Okay.
It looks good. It tastes good.
All right.
Good.
That'll
Doesn't
be
look
Awesome.
great, but you know.
It's rude, but Dougie's gonna eat and walk at the same time
Okay.
on the way there.
Well, you are rude. Might have to give you a reflex save to make sure you don't drop it on your clean uniform.
He might be
Although with
dead.
your ring, it might disappear.
That's true. Yeah. You
That would be
can't see all
funny. Your
this-
ring, it hides weapons, armor, and spilled food.
Right.
So,
you can't-
like Dougie, when he takes the ring off, he's just covered in
Yeah.
like ketchup.
all the
and-
chicken grease on my chest and like all the the ketchup in his beard. Yeah.
All right. Well, while we walk, I read the literal information that we got about this place. Ovington Money Changers. Earthen Ovington is the owner and manager of Ovington Money Changers in the east end of the coins. The file indicates that Uthren's bank has recently been subjected to vandalism and harassment by unknown parties. It is the oldest bank amongst the 3 possible targets and has been operated by the Ovingtons for several generations. So unknown parties, find out who the parties are, vandalism, harassment, what's the nature of that, and they're old, they're established, I don't know what that means. And it's the east end of the coins, so there we go.
You head over to the coins district, you find it, and you see a squat stone establishment displays a polished wooden placard carved with Ovington Money Changers in flowing script across its surface. Stout iron bars cover every window of the building, and a pair of mastiffs nearly the size of dire wolves growl in wooden doghouses near the main doors. A loud buzzing sound emanates from somewhere nearby.
Uh-oh.
So as you approach it,
Killer bees.
suddenly the doors fly open, and out comes a middle-aged, barrel-chested man running out of the bank, swatting wildly at his face and arms. His pale skin is speckled with angry red stings, and his blonde hair sticks out in all directions. Though his neatly trimmed beard has been coated in enough styling wax to remain completely unperturbed by whatever events threw the rest of him into such disarray. As he comes running out, you see the dogs cower in their dog houses to the west and the east. And he sees you, and he quickly collects himself and runs up to you, you being Dougie. And he's like, "Oh, the constabulary! Praise Abadar! Praise Abadar! This is the 3rd time this week my shop has been attacked in less than a fortnight. Token guard indeed. My daughter's dolls could do a better job keeping the peace. Bottles of burning liquor thrown at the walls, crude graffiti painted at night, and now wasp nests had been lobbed onto the roof in the middle of the day. He looks up and says, "Oh no, here they come again!"
I cast Fireball.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, that's right out of the gate.
It's actually swarm targets, not that bad of an idea.
Right out of the
It's a
gate.
terrible idea. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous.
Roll for combat.
I don't even know how to deal with swarms, to be honest.
Actually, maybe it's not that much.
Are those swarms?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
swarms. It's wasp swarms.
Fireball. That's perfect.
It is actually
That's
perfect. for this.
absolutely
that was a joke,
perfect.
but it's actually tactically,
absolutely perfect.
strategically, probably not the best move. Tactically, that's exactly the move.
Now, where are you on the? Of course, your last.
Did I forget to buy-
frickin' order?
Alchemist Fire.
Guess we're going to find out. So, as he's running out trying to tell you, the swarms see all these juicy targets below. And you see, sure enough, giant wasp swarms flying down from the roof. And you hear the dogs whimpering in their dog houses. And sure enough, here comes swarm number 1.
Get them, dogs. Get them, dogs.
I don't think the dogs are going to be able to do much against the swarm. So the first action is they buzz and fly. Zzz. Swarm, swarm! They're all over Dougie.
no.
And him as well. So the first action is to swarm on you. The second action is that everyone in the area must give me a reflex save, Dougie. Reflex save.
Ouch.
Says you whether or not you get hit by the swarm.
A 21.
A 21.
Sounds
Guess
pretty good.
What?
Sounds pretty good.
You
I
make
miss?
the save, so
Oh, I
you
missed.
take
Okay.
half damage. You
Of
take
course. He
5.
was 6 and a 5 on 2d6.
2d8.
Oh, 2d8. Oh,
Ah,
okay.
it wasn't quite
All
as
right,
good
I'll
as you
take
thought.
that. All right.
Okay, so 5 points of damage.
All right.
And luckily, you managed to swat many of them away.
Nice.
And that was the first action.
I get to level 5 on that.
Yeah, that's how you hit level 5. And then on the second action, it swarms you again. Swarm, swarm, sting, 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 sting. Give me another reflex save.
I don't think that's legal, but okay.
It is. Oh, no. 15.
Let's see.
Oh! Snake eyes on 2d8. Wow.
Okay, I'll take that.
Well, that's the good news. The good news is I rolled a 1 and a 1, so you take 2 points of damage.
Okay, that's
The
a
bad
lot
news
better.
is you're like, that's no so bad. Suddenly you feel the venom of the wasps seeping into
no.
you. Give me a fortitude save.
Ouch.
17.
No,
That's so
that
not
does not even come
no.
My
close.
rolls are horrible.
So
Oh,
much
my
for
God.
turning a corner on level 5. Poisoned. You got wasp poison in you.
I'm out of here.
4 points of damage. Lomang, you are up. The wasps are swarming all over Dougie.
What do I
And-
can I make a nature check to know what it was?
Of course you can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Against
Let's try that.
Otrin.
All right, hold on.
You don't.
I'm actually trained. All right, I'm actually trained.
No, I do it.
All right, go for it.
Let's see. Nature. Well, it's a wasp swarm. You know that they're resistant to. You can punch them and hit them. They're pretty much resistant to bludgeoning and piercing, more or less. Slashing can do some damage to them. They're not so bad with slashing, but you know what you want to hit them with. Area damage or splash damage. You want to hit them with the big booms.
I don't see any splash damage on my character sheet, but I may not have updated. Do you see them on on your version of my character sheet?
Did you buy anything? I will tell you what you have.
I don't think
You
I
didn't.
did.
You did not. Let's see.
Oh wait, I have oil. I do have oil.
Oil doesn't do anything.
No,
Let's see. What do you have?
I have a flask of oil.
Lomang has. You have lesser healing potions. You have a lesser Tanglefoot bag, and you have a lesser antidote. That's it. That's all you got.
I was actually going to buy some like bombs and things. Which
Well, if you want, go run down the street, come back in a couple rounds, and then maybe
that
they'll still
is
be
a
here.
great idea.
Okay.
I run.
No, do you?
I do down the street. Yep.
No, you don't. Really?
Yeah, really.
Why? You can punch them.
You can punch them. You can punch them, and they. Oh my god, it's running away.
Run away! We can't. You said it's not. It's not going to do anything.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to go hide behind that corner and peek around.
Well, why? Why?
I think because I know that Gomez has a fireball, and I'm like, run away, bomb him. Gomez.
Okay, Lomang literally ran around the corner and is hiding. Basil, you're up. There's 2 swarms. One of them is right in front of you, swarming
see.
Dougie. The other one is up on the roof, so that one is good like 40 feet up in the air, 30 feet.
Okay, well, first thing, since it's free anyways, I'm going to do an expeditious inspection to see what I know about wasp swarms, if there's anything else he missed.
Let's see. You know more than him, as you should, because yes, you're not.
I'm not book learned.
He's not book learned. They're immune to precision, and you want to hit them with area damage or splash damage. Splash damage does a ton. They're mostly immune to bludgeoning and piercing. You can damage them, but it's very hard. Slashing, you can hit them with slashing. They're little and resistant. And the biggest problem with the swarm is that they can literally just move on you and then just sting you for 2 rounds. So you want to spread out.
Okay, well, Basil pulls his brand new staff off of the back of his pack, the head of which bursts into flame, the staff of fire.
Nice.
He then is going to do a readied action to cast Burning Hands on the wasp swarm as soon as it clears off of Dougie and the bank employee or manager or whoever this person is.
Or unless Dougie moves.
Well, wait. You're gonna
wait.
Can ready a 2 action.
Ready action is a 2. Yeah, since it's a 2 action.
Yeah,
just go ahead.
Never mind.
Throw it on me.
All right,
I don't care.
All right,
Just
in that case,
burn.
can I hit produce? Can I use produce flame without hitting Dougie or the bank guy? Is the swarm big enough that I could do that?
Well, I'm going to give you the template, and you figure it out.
It looks like it's big enough. I mean, if it covers a 10-foot area. But yes, I do also have Burning Hands, so that will help if I can
Which
get a clean
does
shot.
more damage to an area?
Oh, Burning Hands does the area damage. But I mean, the other choice is I could try to move into position to get a clean path on both of them. But oh, you have that too.
Nice. Look at all those.
The Burning Hands even looks a little bit like a bird.
It does. Like a phoenix.
Okay, so there,
The
I got
diagonal
templates
one.
for you, so you can grab them and do whatever you want with them. I think you can.
That's super cool.
In that case, I'm just going to cast Produce Flame this round because if I move, I won't be able to cast this round anyways. So this round I'm just going to cast regular old Produce Flame.
And Produce Flame is just a
That's just
direct
a
hit.
that's just a point attack, yeah.
Okay, so then just roll. We have so much fire now, I have to actually pay attention to what's going on here. Holy
Ooh, 30.
moly! Is that what I think I see?
Nat 20 the first time out. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
20 points of damage, and it hits the wasp swarm and does.
Do AoEs have critical?
Well, that wasn't an AoE. That was
Oh.
just a regular point
Perfect,
attack. But yes,
then.
they do.
Perfect. I didn't know they had critical.
Well, is that
Well,
considered?
the
Well, it's
count-
not area damage.
Anything that you roll a hit for can have.
Yeah,
a crit.
the thing is, on area attacks, there's usually some sort of reflex save or something where they can get less damage.
So that's just pure fire. So that just does 20. So it doesn't do any extra because it's not splash or area, but it still does 20. It does 20 points of fire
Still a
damage.
decent amount of damage,
And
Nice.
it did not like that. It did not like that at all. Dougie, you a lot of things going through you. Poison going through you. Fire going through you. Now what?
Let's see. I'm going to.
The breeze of me running away went through you.
Yeah, that ruffled my
Run
yeah,
away.
my uniform. My uniform ruffled. I was like, "Yep, there goes." All right,
Sergeant
so
Lomang.
Gomez is gonna. I'm going to. I wonder if I should delay till after Gomez. You know what? I'm not going to delay till after Gomez. I'm going to attack with my great sword. So I'm going to not
Really?
have my
Okay.
maul out.
Actually, maybe delay till after me.
I'm going to delay till after Gomez. Okay.
All right, it depends on this conversation that we're about to have about the nature of the Qual's feather token.
Ooh,
Fan.
I forgot about
Oh no.
Because here's the idea: fan makes a gust of wind. What does a gust of wind do to a wasp swarm? Intuitively, one would think it would pretty easily blow it all the fuck around. And what we would like to do is, what I would like to do is this. Doug, actually, that might have to be next turn, actually. But regardless, it would be Doug take the feather token, and then it's kind of like pull, like kind of like you're gonna set up the shot for me. Use the feather token to blow him up into the air, away from other property damage, and then I blast him with the fireball.
Yeah. Well, it's also
Well, it's very simple. This is how it works. This is how it works.
They're just gonna move on me again.
Wait. This is how it works. I can answer the question. It's as if you use Gust of Wind. And Gust of Wind, if they fail their saving throw, the creature, which in this case is the swarm, is knocked prone. And if it's a critical failure, then it's pushed 30 feet in the direction knocked prone and takes damage.
Oh, okay. So it's actually, and is there any kind of advantage because they're a bunch of little tiny bugs?
No, swarms are treated as one creature.
All right.
I mean,
so let's skip that. That would have been fancy and very.
It's fancy.
That would have been very
it's
cinematic, but
Fireball,
I guess we didn't get to be cinematic.
Fireball.
I think a fireball is pretty cinematic.
Dude, this is a bank.
So
Don't
I
worry
want to
about
do a
the
fireball. Okay,
yeah.
well that's the next question. Next question is, can I fireball at an angle and vector that's not going to burn down the city?
Well, that's your fireball. You figure out you figure out how to do it.
Yeah, like where are they? Like if they're high, like what's a like the question is actually not horizontal. The question is vertical. Like that tree in the picture. I don't want to catch that tree on fire. How tall is it? Where are they in relation to it?
Yeah. For all intended purposes, if you use a fireball, it will sort of do semi-non-lethal, although I'm not sure how that would work with these things. I guess it would just knock them out. But you would blow up, and maybe you do a little bit of damage to the tree and a little bit of damage to the front of the bank, but nothing. You never have to worry about that. Unless I tell you. Unless, like, when you were in that room filled with oil, like before, that is when you got to worry about it.
All right, so we're not going to get in trouble. We're not going to get a bill from the bank guy if I whip this out.
Nope.
So I want to do that because if they're flying in the air, I want to shoot it in the air. That does minimal or no damage to the surrounding property, but catches the swarms in the radius. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Oh, this one's a little too big, actually. This is...
That is a really big area.
Yeah, I'm using the wrong one. Because it's 20-foot
like
burst. That's a 30-foot burst, so...
Yeah.
But whatever, you can do it. You can figure it out.
All right, so I do it. So right out the gate,
Nice.
Season 2, we're starting with a fire. We're starting with a
right.
classic 3rd level spell, 5th level spellcaster, fireball,
Ba-boom.
old
I
school.
bet Gomez
I love
levels up on this hit.
All right, and that's got to be on my thing. I'm rolling. They do saves. They do saves, right?
Yeah, it's on there. There's the button. You press that button for that fireball.
Bam!
Oh my god. Hero point.
No, well, it's not that bad. He rolled...
Okay,
it's kind of bad.
1.
It's kind of bad.
He
He
rolled
rolled
a
a 3, a
susceptible
3,
to
a
it,
1,
though?
a 2, a 3, and a 2 on 66.
Yeah, that's anticlimactic. I'm hero pointing that. That's anticlimactic. We can do better.
Can you hero point that?
Yeah, we have 2.
No, but on a damage. It's not an attack roll though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can't
That's
do
right.
any
We did. I
damage.
can't do any damage. Well, then I accept it.
Well,
Oh
maybe
my
they critically fail. Here comes the reflex
God.
save. They failed, which is still good because it's 14 damage. Plus,
we
it's
didn't
an
see
AoE.
that, by the way,
so
just
it
so you know.
does- What?
We didn't see that, by the way, just so you know. I didn't, anyway.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I didn't see the roll.
Oh, I know. Wait, hold on.
It's like a display issue.
Permissions.
Well, I rolled a 20, and he needed 21, so they take 19 points of damage.
Take that.
Is that for both of them?
You can't quite get the other one, I will say, because it's up
Really?
a little bit too high. Well, because it's a circle. It's a circle, and that one's
Well,
30 feet up.
It's a sphere.
That was the
All
whole
right, I'll give it to
sphere.
you.
Yeah.
because I'm feeling nice.
Yeah, and I would like I hopefully would know.
Another 20. Look at that. That's 2 in a row. Fine. You hit both. Are you happy?
Good. Yes, I am happy.
Everyone celebrates
Everyone's happy now.
Gomez's bar mitzvah.
You guys
He's
are
finally a
awesome.
goblin man.
Yay!
Yay! You get one
He's
action.
no
That was only
longer-
2 actions. Now one.
A goblin boy. He's a goblin. man.
That's true. I do get another action. That is a good question. I'm gonna run over to where Lomang is.
God.
Yeah, stand right next to him too.
Okay, you and Lomang are off in the corner playing patty cake. Dougie, you just saw the fireball
It's
go off in your
ridiculous.
face. What are you gonna do?
I am going to get my great sword out, and I am going to make a slash at the bugs.
Okay, go right ahead.
A slashing attack.
Slashing attack. Oh, and I'll miss.
You rolled a 3 for a 14.
Ah,
Hero point.
no,
You got a long day ahead of
it's
you.
not.
Got a long day ahead of you.
And I'm gonna do a double move. Ding, 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 ding.
Well,
There
you can only
we
do
go.
one move. You one to pull out the sword.
Oh,
and
that's
one to
right.
swing.
You're right. You're totally right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I don't want to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfect. So now they only hit one of us. I think.
Yeah, they're gonna go after me.
Yeah, they should. They should. You lit them. The two. Look, Bugs. You got Basil shooting fire at you. You got Gomez shooting fire. You know where to
All right.
go.
Well,
Well, they are animals,
when they
though, like,
when
they're
they
not
sting me
intelligent.
to the point of unconsciousness, you're carrying me home, Doug.
I will. I will do that. They don't hit for that much.
They'll probably sting the guy who's in there.
Well, he brought him out.
Yep. You must have done something to make them throw these.
Yeah.
nests on top of him.
Otherwise, they would have never attacked.
Guilty.
I can't remember if the damage from the venom and the save is on your turn or on their. I think it's on
You
their
can do
turn.
it either
I
way.
think it's their turn. Okay, Wasp Swarm number 2 goes.
Oh, look at Gomez. Big, juicy goblin. Oh, yeah. We're going the right way. No, wait. Nope. 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 Nope.
Oh, look at that!
Nope,
Three-way
nope,
tie! With a three-way tie, where is it gonna go? Low mag, you
It's done.
You
It's done its
freaky
movement.
chicken!
done its
You
movement.
chicken!
No, I'm not a chicken. I'm a crane.
Chicken!
I'm a
Chicken!
crane.
He's in chicken stance
Wrong
right
He's
now.
bird.
in chicken stance. Here we go. You didn't even bother going in the green stance. Here we go. Here comes the roll. 1, 2, or 3. 1.
That's a good one. That's good. It's
Oh,
not on me.
Basil.
Not on me.
Rah, 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 rah. It was actually 2 moves to get over to you, Basil, so it's not so bad. So the last
Oh, it's
one
only
it
one
does
attack. That's easy.
to buzz you, swarming sting, swarm. Give me a reflex save.
Swarm.
24. You make it. Ooh,
Ah,
I rolled well though. Half of 13.
6.
So 6 points of damage, Basil. And here's the thing: is when you make the save, you don't get poisoned. That's only Dougie.
Yep.
Okay, Oostereth
Colonel Sanders.
runs into his bank screaming, saying, he's like, I'll reward you well if you get rid of these swarms. And then he runs to the bank and slams the door.
Oh, that
No,
coward.
that was what I should have done.
Yeah, you're a
Damn
monk. He must be a monk class. He's monk class, is what
I
he
should
is.
have ran to
And
that door.
you hear like click, and you're like, damn it. He clicked the door shut.
Oh yeah, click.
You locked that bank door.
Let us in.
Here comes the swarm. Oh, I think it might go to Lomag. Oh, it's going there. I know. It
Oh,
swept back and went out to
oh,
Gomez. Because the swarm is not super smart, but it knows that Gomez heard it. And it's swarming on Gomez. Why?
Don't worry.
I kicked the
Gomez.
wasp's nest.
Yeah, you did. You literally kicked the nest of the wasps. Give me a reflex save. As they will swarm, sting. 24.
Nice.
Good job. You make it. 6 points of damage.
Nothing.
Okay, good.
One more time. As they use one action to move to you,
Oh.
one to sting you, and the last one to sting you. So one more time. Give me another reflex save. Gomez. Oh, look at
Dude.
that. 20. Wow, you're
What
making
are you
these
guys rolling? Hey, gosh. 28.
28. 4 points of damage. It's like nothing.
Takes 4 points.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, poor Dougie, you feel the venom from that one coursing through your veins. Give me another fortitude save.
Nice. 17. Oh. Woo.
You
Glad
feel worse than before.
Oh.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? 9 points of damage.
Jeez.
And you're clumsy.
Tell me about it.
Lomang, you're up.
Oh no. Okay, so what is my move rate these days? Where can I find that? I think
Doesn't matter. You're out of
40.
the.
I think it's like 40.
It's either 35. It's like 35. I
Hold on,
think.
I'm looking
think
up
it's
chicken
40.
speed right now. I'll tell you. Hold on.
I think it's listed as cowardly stride.
Where is that on my character sheet? Oh yeah, it is 40. It says on the first page. All right, so that being the case, I'll try to do something. Move there.
He's like, I'll
He completely
try.
did
I'll
nothing
try.
the
Why?
first round.
Why start now?
He sees the monsters are mostly
Why start
dead.
now?
Okay, now he's in.
All right, so I will attack it with my flurry of blows. So let's see how that goes. I don't think there's a button because I'm not in a stance right now, so it doesn't matter. Crane wing is the same thing, so I'll use that.
It's the same. 25.
Jeez.
He hits. Does 12 points of damage.
But
Now, what type of damage is that? Bludgeoning?
bludgeoning
So, in the end, you do...
2.
He punches them so hard they
Nice.
dissipate.
Wow,
How much
They
damage
fly
did he
away.
cause? How much
How-
damage?
He did. It's -7. So, it was
I should have
I
just
did
used
5
my
damage.
Five.
freaking maul. I should have used my
Wow.
maul.
Yeah, you should have. Okay, you did just enough. You went up and you're like, get out of here, and you just like flailed, and they dissipated and flew away.
He saved Gomez.
All right,
He did, I appreciate it.
So it's gone. So my next action is
Do you have
Hold
any
on.
poison? Cure poisons?
no.
Ugh.
I go there.
Aren't you?
You're such a baby.
Run away.
He's running
Run
away. He's such a.
I killed. I've single-handedly killed.
You have
a
more
lot
hit points than half of them combined. You have the highest AC. You're by far the strongest one. You're an expert in every save and every ability.
But Lomang doesn't like bugs.
Run away.
Oh.
Run away. That's what I'm saying. Basil, you're up. Basil, you're
Psych
up.
limb. I do not like bugs.
You do not like bugs. We found it as weakness.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out of the swarm with my first action.
Oh no, you were like all robotic. Okay.
All right. So
Okay, now you
action
sound
one, I'm
good. Now you
stepping
sound
out of the swarm, and even though this is probably overkill, it is the perfect situation for it. I'm going to cast Burning Hands
Damn straight.
to get rid of the second swarm.
There goes all your spells for today.
Well, I mean, Produce Flame's still a cantrip, so I can.
This is a good time
That's
to
true.
use it.
That's true. I forgot about that.
So I mean, I could lay down the template. Or
No,
you
no,
can
I
just-
see it.
You can
It's
see
the
that I
perfect
can-
tool. It's the perfect tool for the perfect.
Just like that.
Nice.
It's the tool for the job.
It's the tool for the job. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Not a ton of damage, but that's okay. That's okay.
I killed one.
Whoops, that's the wrong one. Up 16. They miss. So 5 points plus. It's considered AoE, so 10 points of damage. Ow! They did not like that. They have 10 points of damage. They're
Oh.
almost dead. Not
The
quite.
damage was a little disappointing, but what are you
Well,
gonna do?
can't win them all.
And that's
you're
my
done.
turn.
Yep. Gomez. You're spitting out stingers from your mouth. 'cause they
I
got into
am.
your mouth.
Gomez, save me.
I'm not happy about it.
You're up.
I'm actually even in a worse position because it's like, it's such a waste, but it is the perfect thing for the job. It is overkill at this point, but I'll do it anyway. Burning Hands. Get him. 1-2 punch.
Totally.
Yeah, why not?
Excuse me while I find it on the new and improved menu of options.
Oh, wow.
God, I'm rolling like crap.
Oh my god, that was bad.
It actually makes me feel better about it, though.
That's way worse damage than Basil. Oh, they make their save. So
Oh, 2.
2 points, but here's the good news. Because it's AoE plus 5. So no matter what,
That's
you're going to be
good.
doing at least
Totally.
7
Totally
points
the
damage.
right job.
No, 7.
7.
Oh, they don't look good. They don't like that. They do not
Oh,
like
but it's still alive. All
fire.
right, well, I actually feel better about that.
Fire damage. You get one more move or action.
Oh, I so do, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Do you have any anti-poison antidotes on you that you could hand of it, Dougie?
Oh, actually, wait, I do. Hold on. That is a good reminder.
I thought we had
I think we got some from the last fight. The only question is, did we sell them during our selling spree?
No, we didn't get rid of any of the
No, well,
antidotes.
Dougie has
Antidote
Basil,
lesser.
Lomang, and Gomez.
I have an
each
antidote
one.
lesser as well. Okay,
I
I
have
might
an
have
antidote
better.
lesser.
Okay, keep that one. I got this.
Okay, so I withdraw. Hold on. I have two. I have one action.
All right, Dougie, what are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna get
I go over there.
I'm gonna take my lesser antidote. Gives me a +2 to save. Next time I need to. Actually, if that monster's dead, I don't need to roll anymore for my fortitude saves.
That's not true at all.
I know. But I do take that, and I believe that's one action. The way the new rules work.
Yes, and
Okay.
also you are clumsy too, which means you take penalty to your dexterity-based checks, DCs, including armor class, reflex save, ranged attack rolls, and anything using acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. Now you don't do any of that, so it's fine for you. But you are now
I was going to-
clumsy.
I was gonna stealth, but I changed my mind. Instead, I'm going to attack with my greatsword.
Go, 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 go! Gadget sword.
Bada
Holy
boom.
moly!
Wow.
Well, they are resistant, but they're not that resistant as you do 24 points of damage.
That's a crit.
Yeah, you rolled a 30.
All right. Well, I don't. 30s don't always crit. I mean, sometimes you need a.
Well, you guys
24
are
or
level
something
5 now, baby. Level 5's a whole other story.
All right, I guess so. So can I? Was it a fortitude save? Is that what I have to do for my get this thing off me?
Well, if no one else is doing anything, did you drink it?
Yeah, I did it before I
Okay, you
attacked.
drank it. So, yep, fortitude save.
Is it safe, guys, to come back? Are they all gone?
Yeah, they're all gone.
It's this +2.
Okay, so 21. So you're no longer clumsy, and you only take 6 points of damage. I rolled max damage. So you're feeling like, oh, it's starting to dissipate. It's starting to dissipate. Give me another fortitude save.
Nice.
And it's gone. You fought it off.
Woo! All right, guys.
Do we want to go inside and do our first day during the RP, during the interviewing interviewing the victim?
I was gonna do a quick treat wounds on, I guess me and Dougie really quick.
Yeah, we're gonna do out of combat healing.
And me.
Oh, okay. And Dougie, you. Can
I'm
do-
good. I'm all right. I'm fully healed already.
Yeah, he comes back. He's like dusting himself
Yeah,
off.
right,
Lomang's
yep.
like, yeah, I took care of that swarm. Don't worry, I'm fine. Didn't
I
take
took-
any
yep.
damage.
Low man came
I need
back
some.
for
I
the
need some
treasure.
Neosporin. I need calamine lotion.
All right. First one is gonna be myself.
This is starting to swell.
First one's gonna be myself. Second one's gonna be Dougie, I guess.
I could be allergic. I think I feel my throat seizing up.
So that's a crit for me, which of course I'm only down by 5. But then
Christ's sake, can we just hand wave this? I don't want to do this. This is
Yeah, we can hand wave it.
Yeah, let's
We can
hand wave this
it.
stuff. This is crazy.
It's unless you want to feel like you put your effort into.
I
the
think it
roll.
only really
No
matters if
effort.
you're close
No.
to death and a crit fail could actually do damage to you. I think at that
At
point.
level 5, I basically just say you spend 20 minutes and everyone's healed. The only times I actually have been forcing people to roll going forward is if you're close to death, and then it's just funny if you fail. And then you do more damage and cause them to drop. Or you are in like combat or in an area where you got to do it fast, But otherwise, I just hand wave it. You guys can spend 20
What happened to Dougie?
minutes.
Dougie killed himself.
Dougie, you went the wrong way.
I went one. I'm close to death. All right,
You're not down that much. There you go.
I'm just being silly.
Yeah,
okay.
no kidding.
I healed up, guys.
All right, good.
All right, you're all healed up. The swarms seem to be gone.
Treasure.
Okay, yeah, there's lots of treasure.
Yeah. What about all his rewards we're promised now?
Honey, where's the honey?
Hey, doggies. It's
Um,
okay. Let's see if
want
the
the royal
doggies are.
jelly.
Oh, actually, I'm not
Uh,
going to see if the doggies are okay.
The dogs are
I'm
just
going
they're
to assume
scared.
the doggies are okay.
They're scared. They're just cowering in their.
Let us in. Let us in.
So you knock on the door and then
Yes.
you hear, "Is it safe?
It's safe.
Did you take care of it?"
I'm not
took
going
care
to
of it.
pound on the door frenetically. I'm just going to rap, genteelly.
Okay, well, you rap genteelly, and you see you see Utrin stick his head out, and he's like, "Oh, good, come, quick, come in." It's like, I believe you, but who knows what else is.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, he's like, come in, and you come in, and you're at a bank, and it seems to be, very sparse right now. Bank is largely empty and entirely free of vandalism, which you did see a little bit on the exterior, and obviously the wasp swarm. And the reception area is sparse with a few wooden chairs. The money changing station and vault are positioned in the back behind a fence of floor to wall iron bars. And he's like, oh, thank you. Thank the Lord. Who are you? You don't look like you're the token guard. Oh, token guard. Who are you?
We are not the token guard.
We are members of the Edgewatch.
Are the Edgewatch.
Yeah, look at the uniform. He knows the city uniform. Come on.
Oh no! Well, Edgewatch. I heard there was a new watch in town. You're over. You're in the Radiant Festival, right? So
yes.
You're out of district. This is coins. What are you doing?
It's out of our jurisdiction, but we're investigating.
Oh, what's trouble? What's trouble? How can I help you? I presume you came here.
Well, we're here to help
me
you
out.
about things like this, and so tell us your woes. Tell us about these vandalism attacks that I think we've just experienced. One of them.
Yes,
give us your statement.
Yes. Well, he's like, here, let me show you, and he brings you back onto the rear exterior wall. He brings you outside, and he shows you. Goes, yeah. So there was some graffiti that was left behind, and you can see that whoever wrote this, they're not exactly literate, but they seem to be an expert on anatomy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, really? Is it rude?
It's very rude, can't you see? I scrubbed it off as well as I can, but I think I need a couple of rounds of prestidigitation to completely remove it. But I'm doing my best here. I'm not the magic type. I'm sure I'll hire someone over there to help me out. But yeah, here's some of the graffiti, and on top of that,
that's not your new logo, new campaign.
He looks at you. He goes, "You sure you're not with the token guard?"
No.
No, we're citywide.
And then he shows you over to the side, and he goes, "Yeah, you can see this this shine of where this liquor was." He says, "People were throwing burning liquor against the walls. Probably alchemist fire or something, but these walls," and he starts banging on them. He's like, "These walls have stayed strong during the Fiend Flesh siege, and they've stayed strong when the Whispering Tyrant tried to obliterate us. These walls will never fall," and he's just banging on them. He's like, "A little bit of alchemist fire won't take care of this bank."
Is he talking about the outside walls?
Yeah, he's outside. This is the outside walls.
Oh, because I don't see him outside. It looks like he's
inside. He just didn't.
Oh, I thought we all went inside.
The icons.
I just didn't move the icons.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I moved you all off.
What in the graffiti? There's pornographic graffiti. Is there any words though?
It doesn't look like anything legible. So you're outside now, and you can see that it's all on the outside. So whoever's doing this is doing this from the outside.
He doesn't have any suspicions on who is doing this?
Yeah, do you have any sense of who might be doing this?
Do you ask him that?
Yeah. Get a hold of yourself, man. Tell us who's doing this to you.
I know nothing about who did this. I don't have any enemies of low character that would do such a thing. So I have no idea. This is completely new to me. I've never had this before. You know, I've bankrolled several mercenary companies who were completely obliterated by the Whispering Tyrant, and sure, I lost a small fortune, but I was defending Absalom, and I do what I can to defend the greatest city on Galarian. I don't cry over those small fortunes lost. No. I, if anything, help the city. I am a stern defender of the city. Why would someone do this to me? Why?
I would like it to do a society check, because sometimes The manner
yeah.
in which somebody vandalizes somebody else's house or something has a symbolic meaning that,
Clue.
that says like if somebody's a cheater.
You're
like-
profiling him.
yeah, and so I would like to do a society check to see if to see if there's a message in this
If
vandalism.
a sprig of elm is left behind, it means that the man is a horse thief or something.
Exactly right. Like I want to see if any of that jazz is here. Maybe it just means.
By the way, there's a picture of what he looks like. It's very proper.
Oh, I gotta see that picture. Hold on.
Where's that? Handouts?
Yeah, and handouts.
Oh, with the bee stings and everything.
Nice.
That's nasty. That's nasty looking.
That's what I look like.
That is what you look like.
He looks like what's his name? Keith Oberman from Parks and Recreation.
He actually does look like him.
Does a lot.
Yeah, except he's blonde hair instead of brown.
Exactly. Yep.
Nick Offerman, not Keith Olbermann.
Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman. That's what I mean.
I was impressed that Seth knew sports. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So should I roll society?
I do it.
Okay.
Secret check. So you look carefully at the graffiti, and you can tell it's pretty fresh, and it looks like obviously whoever's been doing this has been doing this from a distance. Obviously it's in the back wall, and these other attacks were on the side. It looks like the wasp nests were also probably thrown over the side. So whoever's been doing this has been doing this from a distance. It's not like someone has been doing this from the front gate or even the side. Like they've been doing this safely. We'll put you that way. That's the first clue. The other clue is that it's just crude. If you didn't know any better, you would think that this was just like kids having fun.
It's kids.
Except it's on a bank and someone keeps targeting him. So it doesn't look like it's sophisticated, whoever's doing this. It just seems to be to annoy him, and that's it.
Or somebody with a childlike wonder.
Or
And
that.
This
Or
area,
Dougie.
this part of the city has got a lot of crime, right?
Yes and no. I mean, the coins is very well watched, and there's guards everywhere, but it's also incredibly corrupt. So as long as you're paying off the right people, you'll usually get things done. But he is firmly against that. And
As
he
well
also-
you should be.
Yes, it's like, why should he have to pay for protection? He pays his taxes. He contributes to the city. He has been a valid customer of the city. He's one of the oldest and most respected banks in all of Absalom. Why won't they protect us? Why do I have to pay extra for them to investigate these crimes? Ridiculous.
All right. So I see where that's going.
Other than these acts of vandalism, have you noticed anything suspicious? Anyone suspicious hanging around here? Or
No.
nothing's caught your eye, huh?
Unfortunately, no. And as I said, first it was just annoying as they damaged my property. And then obviously the fire, they thought maybe they can set the place on fire, but little did they know they can't set this place on fire.
What about the wasps though? Like everything else is
They
done for.
stepped it up, the wasp. Now the customers are starting to get antsy. And look at me. I tried to take care of it myself. I'm a pretty tough guy, but he's like,
Where did you encounter the wasps? Because everything else was from a distance from outside. Like, did they have to gain entry to the place with the wasps in like a bag or something?
No. The wasp nests, they're on the roof. They threw them on the roof.
Oh, I see. So from the outside, they just toss a wasp nest on the roof. The wasp got
I'm going to
angry
go
and
investigate the roof. I actually say I'll be back, and I climb up the side of the building.
Damn. Cool.
Meanwhile,
cool.
while he's climbing, setting aside your business, is there anything, or do you have any adversaries or had any problems with
have you
anybody on a
foreclosed-
personal level?
Have you had to foreclose on a loan on anybody recently?
He's thinking really carefully. He goes, no, we do everything on the up and up. I'm very careful to make sure that we give everyone the proper amount of time, and I give them extra time. And usually I always try to work out payment plans and schedules. You know, we're here to make money as a bank, of course, but I'm not here to destroy people's livelihoods. I'd rather them stay in business and pay me off over 20 years instead of going out of business in one. No, I'm not that type of person.
Well, the type of person that would hold a grudge like this wouldn't be the type of person that Your actual character would be irrelevant to such a person. So have you had to foreclose on anybody recently?
No, not that I can think of. No, nothing like this.
Okay.
And he's like, no, I mostly do savings and loans and other small business loans and help out safer things like militaries and militias, things that I know that are always going to be able to pay back one way or another.
You haven't loaned any money to the locals. The local, what are they called?
Kids.
Don't know.
No. The guards. The guards have a
token
name.
guard.
The token guard. You haven't loaned any money to the token guards, have you?
No, the token guards are too corrupt. They get their money the old-fashioned way, and he like rubs his fingers together. Bribes.
And they've been hitting you up. They've been putting the pressure on you.
No, they don't put pressure on you. They never ask for it. It's just sort of a known thing.
And you don't pay them.
I don't pay them, but I don't need to pay them.
Like, have you ever paid them? Has any circumstance between them between you and their relationship with them changed recently?
No, nothing like that. They're not like that. They don't go around harassing people. They're not proactive. They're inactive, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so they don't shake people down. They're just lazy unless you pay them to do something.
Correct.
A quick out-of-character thought. Is there any particular reason we shouldn't tell this guy that there's a rumor that someone's going to hit a bank? I mean, there's no... The intel we got isn't particularly classified.
Well,
That's a good question, because if you tell somebody like that, they're going to change their behavior. The question is, would we want them to change their behavior, or we want them to not change their behavior? It kind of depends. So, for example, and I'm saying hypothetically, if we in our strategy would want to set up some kind of sting or like some kind of stakeout where we're actually going to use one of these places that we know they're going to try to hit as bait to jump them when they do, then we might not want to tell him yet. Because
why don't we wait for now and
that.
visit the other two banks, and then if we get a better sense of which bank's going to be hit, or maybe the night before the Radiant Parade, we can tell all three banks that you might get hit.
yeah.
But
I think there's no reason to tell them unless we have a specific reason to tell them.
I'm okay with that answer. That's why.
But on the flip side, it would also be normal police procedure. Tell everybody, right up front, tell everybody, we've heard a report that one of the banks is going to get robbed. Please up your security.
Chatter. We have chatter.
And just tell them, and not be clever about it. That's the flip side. The flip side is we absolutely tell them, because that would be the normal thing.
Yeah,
to do,
trying to set up a counter sting or whatever at this point might be kind of overthinking it.
Yeah. So, I do know. I am leading. My mind is leading to setting up a stakeout tonight to see if these vandals return and grab one of them and find out what they're doing.
The only issue is we only have 3 days.
That is an issue. That is an issue.
Well, let's go to the next place and see.
All right.
Oh, well, as I said, let it be said that an Orrington was ever ungrateful for aid. And he quickly runs to the back, and he gives you a bag. He says, 50 gold pieces for taking care of business and being stand-up citizens. And I promise to pentuple it if you discover who's harassing my business.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's huddle up, because how does this sound as our general framework for action? It's still the morning, right? This is our first thing of
lunchtime,
of day one.
Yeah, it's around.
So what if we go to the other two banks, interview them for the rest of the day, the business day, then depending on what we learn tonight, to spend the night staking this place out to see if the vandals show up,
Sure.
and then proceed.
I mean, we can make this plan after we talk to the third bank.
That's what I mean.
For the moment, we'll sort of put that in.
And have back in their head coming back tonight and stay.
We'll pencil it in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, did I see
I got
anything
into my
weird
daily planner
on
now.
the roof at all?
Oh, yeah, you went up to the roof, and all you see is it looks like there's wasp nests that are in, they're kind of in nets with a little bit of weight to them. So it looked like someone literally took a nest, put it inside of a net.
Threw a net up there?
And literally like did the old Conan the Barbarian and threw it up there. And it looks like this is a very obvious, because it's not like they're just nests. There were nests that were actually thrown up with the aid of nets.
All right, so is this the sort of thing that any Joe off the street, any prank kid could pull off, or because you're dealing with it? Okay, so it's not like they need special expertise in order to handle these nests, so they didn't get wasps.
Are they even particularly heavy? I mean, would it be looking for a particularly strong person to be able to do this?
No, it's only a 2-story bank, so it's not that high off the ground.
And there's nothing else of interest up here. Anything like any loose, skylights or anything like that? Any trap doors that are
Yeah. The bank looks incredibly strong, very secure. Everything is, it's a bank. I mean, it looks like this thing is. Really
I'm
well
like,
built.
it could literally be anything. It could even be his wife is mad at him because he's been cheating on her, and so he hired a couple of kids to mess with him. It could literally be anything.
How high off the ground is the bank? 20
Let's
feet?
see. Well, it's a squat building, and it's not even 2 stories. It's just a tall first story. So it's like 20 feet.
All right, I literally jump off of it. And take
That's great.
And you twist your ankle.
No,
Ow!
cats fall. I land like a cat.
Cat's grace.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're brave enough to do that?
Do you do hero knee landing? Hero knee landing?
I do. I somersault, a flip in the air, and then hero landing.
That's really hard on the knees.
It is, but I'm very strong and demonic, diabolical.
Just not very brave.
Well, I bring down these things and I say, okay, here's some evidence. Like, we'll store it here. I don't know how much value it has, but it looks like they just threw these up on nets onto you. But there's no the nets are not trackable in any way.
No, they're just standard nets.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, are they bulky? Can we just bag them and not have to worry about it?
Evidence bag.
You can throw it in your bag of holding.
All right, so we do that.
Yep.
And they're mostly empty. I mean, it looks like, there's definitely some wasps in there, so you might be pulling wasps out of your bag of holding for a while, but, or you put it in a bag and then you put that inside your bag of holding.
Right, we just kill them all and then do it, yeah.
We just kill them all.
Kill them all.
Kill them all. All right, 2 wasp nests coming right up. Good job. And as they said, 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
Nice.
One for every point of damage Dougie took.
No kidding.
To poison.
That's right. Pentuplet.
Well, I guess we can split it with the rest of the party.
Well, I killed one whole group of myself.
It's like, here's a fireball.
All right.
Here's Ray of Frost. Here's every type of flame damage. Lomang
and
goes
I swatted them to death.
Swat them. Oh, they died. Thank you.
All right, we'll go to the Penny and Sphinx Trust next.
You're welcome.
Yeah, here, let me read their blurb. This is the largest of 3 possible targets and is located in the Coins District. Its manager, a halfling named Bertram Softwhistle, reported a recent break-in, although the token guard's investigation was cursory and yielded no clues. The file contains a complaint about the thoroughness of the inquiry and copies of letters to the bank's clients assuring them that no funds were lost. And rereading this, I think you're right that the token guards blew it off, and that's what he was pissed about. The bank now seeks funds to hire a private investigator who can conduct a more thorough investigation of the town guard. We are going to offer him. No, you don't have to do that. We'll take care of that because that's our job. So, Penny Sphinx Trust. We go.
Onward.
You approach the trust. A grand stone building stands in the middle of an immaculately manicured lawn, encircled by a tall, wrought-iron fence. The large main entrance is beneath an impresso portico and flanked by a pair of stone sphinxes. Engraved letters above the building's front door declare the structure to be Penny and Sphinx Trust. What do you do?
We approach the door and announce ourselves, identifying ourselves as officers of the Edgewatch.
Okay, the doors are open.
Let us in.
It's business hours.
All right, so we go in.
I look for wasps first. I listened carefully for the buzz of wasps.
Yes, that's a good idea.
We present ourselves to the manager.
Yes,
You hear no wasps.
You know I'm running away quickly.
Okay, you walk in. So surrounding this entire bank appears to be a 10-foot tall wrought iron fence that surrounds the building with hedges, bushes, and trees lining the interior. Quite well defended, is what you can tell. As you walk in through the large, very solid double doors, you go into a elegant lobby with several tellers that can work side by side. They seem to be behind a 4-foot-tall counter. There are doors to meeting rooms to the south, and it looks like there are doors behind the tellers. There's also some other doors to the south as well that seem to lead to different parts of the bank.
All right, I use my society and read the room and appropriate etiquette. Does the clerk come up and talk to us, or do we present ourselves to the tellers and say we'd like to talk to a manager? What's the appropriate thing to do? What's the etiquette?
Pants on or pants off?
Well, for you, pants off, of course. 'Cause why else? Actually, as you walk up, you can see the teller supervisor, a man named Ugwa. He looks at you and says, yes, officers. May I help you? I'm the head teller supervisor, if you will.
Good day, sir. We are officers of the Edgewatch. We are here to talk to you about the break-in. Currently, it seems you are unsatisfied with the local guards. We're here to take over the case.
Oh, yes. Do you mind waiting here? Let me go fetch the manager, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Okay. And then he walks behind doors, and several of these doors say bank employees only. So you can see there's a lot of doors that have that. He quickly runs to the back, and out from the front, a well-dressed man who's a halfling with a slight limp and walks with the aid of a stylish cane. He has a top hat on, very large bushy sideburns, and appears to be middle-aged. And he walks up to you, and he seems to be very, very eager to meet you. And he says, Yo, excellent. The watch is here. Ooh, you're not the token watch, I can see. Perhaps they sent some competent people this time. Again, sorry, I am Bertram Softwhistle at your service.
Is there some place we can speak in private?
Yes. I was about to say that. Let's go to the conference room and talk there, shall we?
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
And we, of course, introduce ourselves.
Sure. So he brings you to the back, and you walk through, obviously, the only way to get to where he's taking you, actually, you have to walk through a side door, and then you go behind the tellers, and then you are by several other doors. He goes on to explain. He says, yes, the vault is downstairs. Up here we have various meeting rooms. These are the offices, and this is our conference room, and I'll take you in. The conference room has an impressive table, lovely chairs, elegant sideboard, and you see decorative iron bars that reinforce the windows. He's like, please, sit! And he snaps his fingers, and someone walks in with some drinks and light snacks for you as well.
Dougie sits.
Yeah, what is the etiquette of that? Because we're police on duty. Do we care? Is it appropriate for us to sit and have a drink?
I stand in the corner.
It's water. It's not like you're drinking Old Woody or something.
You always take snacks when they're offered.
So we can relax. So we can relax and get informal.
I lean against the corner, my arms folded.
I'll have a donut
watching.
and coffee.
Yeah, you can all relax. Lomang is above such things.
Right. I'll keep watch here. I stand, lean against it with my arms folded, watching.
Yeah, giving you all judgmental glances like, yeah, some of us are professionals.
That wasn't in the training manual I read.
Hey, my feet are up on the desk.
I talk to the manager eye to eye because we're both short.
Basil passive aggressively takes a donut and leaves it as close to Lomang as possible to tempt him.
I don't go in for sweets.
Chocolate, your favorite.
I much prefer vanilla.
So I believe in this situation, it would be best if we start from the absolute beginning. Assume that we have absolutely no knowledge. We'd like to start fresh. So tell us what happened.
Yes. Let me bring you up to speed. So after you're all settled in, the halfling Bertram goes on to explain that myself and my stepson Kolo Harvin, we were closing up the banks a few evenings ago, when a group of thieves burst into the lobby from the office wing, obviously having broken in through the employee entrance. As soon as I saw the thieves, I slid open a disguised wooden panel on the accounting office and activated the bank's alarm. Most of the thieves quickly fled the scene, but one, a goblin named Quidley, was apprehended and handed over to the token guard. And that is all I know.
So when you first saw them, was it simply their presence in the banks that allowed you to identify as thieves, or was there something particular about their appearance?
Well, they came in through the office wing, and as I showed you before, the only way through the office wing is either through a secure door or through the employee's entrance. Those are the only two ways you can get in from there.
Were they masked, and how were they armed and armored?
They were masked, and they just seemed to have simple swords and crossbows. But as soon as I set off the alarm, they ran.
So could you tell us a little bit about your daily operations, and could you speculate a bit on how it is that they could have gained access to the interior of the bank in order to be able to emerge in that fashion?
Yes. If you wish, I can show you where they entered from, at least where we are pretty sure they entered from, if you want me to show you where the employee entrance is.
Please.
So you go outside, and to the southwest in the little corner, there is a private entrance, and he says, so the employees go in and out of this discreet entrance here. And sure enough, it seems to be a very strong door. And he says, I'm positive that it was locked prior to closing up the bank. Therefore, I presume the thieves picked the lock and then managed to enter through here. And then he goes on, he unlocks the door to show you the interior.
Can you make an examination to see about if there was forced entry?
Oh, yeah, sure. Who has some abilities to do that?
I have thievery, so I'd like to check the
Is it a
lock and
thievery
see if
check?
it was actually looks like it was tampered with or anything.
Go right ahead.
Look for the scuff marks if there's picks. Could have been an inside job, though.
I throw my thievery out there too.
Dougie rolls a 27, Basil 20. Both of you look and you don't see any evidence of unusual tampering or damage. So if they did this, maybe they used magic. Although he insists that there's wards to prevent that. So either they're expert thieves or the door was unlocked and they just got in. Although he insists that's impossible.
All right, so what would make you so insistent that it's possible that they could not have gotten a copy of a key or got a key, or somebody within your organization assisted them? How can you be so sure?
Well, I'm pretty sure because the only people who have access to those keys is myself and my stepson.
Oh boy. And
That keychain is always attached to your belt.
no.
Every time I take it, I return it right
It's
away.
Attached,
Well,
it's
it's
attached
a
to my neck.
stepson. This is a stepson. This is not. Tell us about this stepson. How long?
Well,
have you
someone
known
could have
him?
lifted it from me.
Somebody did get to the blood.
Does he trust his stepson?
Of course, I trust my stepson. He helps with my books. He helps with the bank. He's in charge of salaries, and he's my most loyal employee after myself. I trust him more than anyone else.
What is his name?
Colo.
Colo?
Yes, Colo.
It's a good gorilla name, but we could go with that.
That's really funny.
All right. We're just taking notes.
Yeah, and I want to
Are
take
there
a
any
look at the.
particular changes in employment recently, like new people starting, old people leaving, that would?
No. Everyone here is quite loyal. I've had most of my tellers have been with me for generations.
All right, what about the exterior wall that surrounds the place? Any explanation is it obvious that they could have climbed the wall, or is there an obvious explanation for how they got into the door, or does that have to be explained?
Do you look around?
I totally look around. Yeah, it's like because first they got to get
All right.
past this wall.
Give me a perception check.
Who's also good at perception that I could tag to kind of come with me and take a look?
I can take a
Dougie
look
is.
as the
Yeah,
investigator.
come with me.
It seems-
Let's look at the
Let's
wall.
look at the
and see how
perimeter
did they get
wall
to
in the
door.
nearby
Yeah,
vicinity
yeah.
and see if there's any signs of where they entered.
Exactly.
He also takes you on a very small tour, and he shows you the inside of how there's basically two parts to this bank. There's the public area with some offices and meeting rooms, and then there's the private area, and the two are sectioned off by just two doors, and that's it. Otherwise, there's no other way to get through these other than the two doors from the lobby into this back area and the employee entrance. So there's very few ways to get in. Who is giving me perception checks?
I was going to do it, and I guess Gomez too.
Yeah, why not?
Go right ahead. Basil 24, Gomez 10. Gomez is like,
I'm just blind. I have trouble finding the wall. I don't even know where the wall is.
yeah, Gomez is like, that's some solid wall you got there. The wall is 5 feet thick, by the way, surrounding this building. It's incredibly strong. Basil finds something, however. Basil discovers in the bushes near the entrance, right over here, a narrow collapsible ladder.
Oh, boy.
Aha!
Interesting.
Let's show it to the guy. See if he recognizes it. It might be an inside job.
Well, it's interesting that it's still here, among other things.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
This could be it just could be a janitor.
Oh,
change the light
and actually,
bulb or something.
this is a crazy one, but we don't live in an industrialized society. These things are all handmade. I'll do a society check to see if I could tell if there's a maker's mark or anything to tell where they could actually buy the ladder from.
And would this happen to be? I'll show it to him and be like, I mean, make sure this isn't like some sort of landscaping equipment or something, like as the gardener or something.
He looks at it.
Yeah.
And he says, well, as you can see, and he like sweeps his arms out. He says, our grounds are immaculate. And they are. I mean, he has hundreds of bushes and trees. I mean, this property is gargantuan. So he obviously has a lot of landscapers, and it was hidden in the bushes. And it looks like, well, kind of a landscaper ladder. So he's like, I don't know where that came from. I presume the landscapers use that to trim some of the larger trees. I know they sometimes leave equipment out here. And you look at it, you don't see any maker's mark or anything. It looks like just a standard collapsible ladder. It's nothing out of the ordinary that you couldn't buy at a local five and dime. But yeah, there is a ladder.
How high is the ladder? How high does it go? Will it go to the roof?
Yeah, it actually looks like it could reach the roof.
I'm gonna do my roof inspection again. I'll jack it up to the roof and climb up there.
Yeah, and while he's done it, can we just kind of like run through because I want to be thorough. I'm a cop. I'm going to be thorough. The thing to do at this point: talk to the landscaper, compare this ladder to other ladders. Is there a ladder missing from his stock? Is it their ladder? And like clarify whether or not this is a ladder belonging to the place where it's likely that it was a landscaper that just happened to leave it, or if indeed this is evidence of the entry.
Well, he can give you the name and information about the landscaper if you want.
All right, can I go off and talk to the landscaper while Lobang?
Oh, that will. It'll
investigates the roof.
take you like the rest of the day, but sure.
That's what it should do.
We don't want to spend the whole day this. We can do this tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you can do it, but not going to be a 5-minute thing. It's like going cross town in Manhattan and finding someone. And also, they do most of the work during the day, so you might have a hard time getting in touch with them.
And they might actually be suspects, like the landscapers might be in on it.
Yeah. You do whatever you want, but it's going to take a little while. It's not going to be like 5 minutes. It's not like, hey, I call them up on the phone.
Okay, so I guess we'll hold on to the ladder and we'll see.
Okay.
Well, I'm climbing up it, so
You climb up the ladder. So,
Mhm.
yep, sure enough, the ladder seems to go up to the roof. But it also looks like you can go on top of the trees that are surrounding this area, or some of the, the fence is 10 feet tall, and these bushes are 10 feet tall as well. So, you do
Right.
need a ladder to help trim them. So,
well, I
it's
will.
sort
I'll
of-
do an inspection of the roof. Look for anything
Okay.
that looks amiss. Doesn't look right.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a banana up to Lomang.
Really?
See if he goes after it.
Okay.
I definitely will. That's natural. I eat very healthy food.
He needs his potassium.
I don't eat food that's made by either goblins or mimics.
Oh, did you
You're
not
missing
eat your
out.
brown paper bag?
You're
Unlike
missing
some
out.
people around here.
You look on the roof, and the roof looks very much like the roof of the last bank you visited. It appears to be very solid. You don't see any wasp nests or anything else up there. It seems to be in very good shape. You don't see any signs of entry or break-ins or thieves' tools or anything up there.
And is there any like doors that would lead to the inside?
No, you don't see anything like that. It's completely solid. It's just like a solid roof.
Okay. All right, I climb down.
Okay. So you climb back down, and other than the ladder, you continually look around, and you don't see any other ladders or any other entrances. The walls all seem to be solid. The bank is enormous. What is it? It's something like 100 by 100 feet. I mean, it's a big bank. And he says, as you can see, the only way I can see that they entered is through this door here. And you're looking at all the bars. You're like testing the bars out on the windows. There's not that many windows. There's only about 5 windows. They're all like intact. Plus the windows themselves seem to be like a foot thick. So of reinforced something. So it looks like however they got in, they got in.
And I'm sorry, let's just go over our information. Who has a key to this door?
Himself and Kolo, his stepson.
Okay. I think we talked to Kolo, huh?
Is Colo nearby?
Kolo is not there today.
Oh,
That's
where is Colo today?
convenient.
Is
Is
this
he mysteriously absent?
Did he call in sick today?
No, he went to the festival. He'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
Can we get a name and location on the landscaper?
Colo at the festival.
Sure. He gives you the information on the landscaper.
So I guess let's take the ladder as evidence and go and talk to the next bank.
Yep. Next bank.
And take our notes.
Well, don't forget also, he says, well, don't forget they did capture that goblin named Quidley.
Quidley.
He's being held down by the token guard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We actually have a guy that we have to interrogate. I forgot about that. Oh God, we have to deal with the token guard. Oh. So do we want to interrogate we want to gain access to the prisoner, which I'm sure is going to be
There's going to be
hassle.
jurisdictional issues.
Yeah, it's going to be a freaking hassle. And then hopefully get an interrogation of the captured thief. Or do we want to survey the last bank first?
I think survey the last bank because maybe
I wanna
there's more
go to the last
captured
bank.
people. There might be more
let's
people
go straight to
to
the last bank.
interrogate.
We'll put that in. We'll keep that. He's on ice.
Pencil it in.
Bertram's like, well, I hope you come back with any leads you might have. I'd be very curious to know why we were being robbed. I mean, they didn't take.
No, don't worry.
anything.
Let me assure you, we are not the token guard.
No, that's mighty nice. Mighty nice. As I said, my stepson will be here tomorrow, but he I trust with my life. I know he's a good boy. There would be no way he's involved with any of this.
Yeah.
So he's totally involved with it.
So next bank.
Yep. Next bank.
A sweeping marble facade and bold dwarven letters forged from beaten cold iron mark the entrance of stone sworn savings and loan. Large windows are evenly spaced around the entire building, each protected by an intricate iron filigree that looks even more imposing and immovable than steel bars. At the very front of the entrance, you see a round-shouldered dwarven woman with dark hair in intricate braids. She's wearing black leather pants over stout and functional boots. Her glimmered shirt of mithril links is tucked into a thick belt clasped with a polished silver buckle. Hanging from her belt is an adamantium hammer that seems well balanced for use as either a tool or a weapon.
As it should be.
She sees you approach, and she says, "Oh, The bank is closed, but you do not look like customers. Are you the watch?
The Edgewatch.
Same protocol.
We are
yes,
Edgewatch.
introduce ourselves. Edgewatch here to investigate this report of illegal tunneling that might be threatening your business.
She raises her calloused hand and waves you up the steps, and lets you into the bank to talk. She says, "Oh, thank you for coming. I've got a bit of an update on the situation. Now I know I suspected someone was doing some illegal evacuation around here. The scratching the vaults, you see. It turns out it was coming from the inside. I just couldn't see them."
It was coming from inside the house?
That's
The
right.
phone call was coming from inside the house?
That's right. It's a pair of spiders stepped in and out of sight. Can you believe it? I've killed a dragon in my day. I've ridden a sea serpent, Trog's beard. I once rode a mammoth through an avalanche, but never in my life did I expect to find a pair of ether spiders living in my very own vault. Near as I can figure, they're trapped inside. The vault is warded by defensive runes, so it's more surprising that they slipped through in the first place than that they couldn't get out. Anyway, I know this is a touch outside the norm, but I don't suppose I can prevail upon you to help me clear them out?
Not at all. Not at all. The Edgewatch has also undertakes the responsibility of animal control within this city. We have resolved
experience.
issues. Yeah, we've resolved issues at a zoo, and just earlier today, wasps, spiders, no problems. Lead the way.
Oh, very, very nice. Thank you. You're so much nicer than the token gods. Yes. I would do it myself, but the spiders caught me by surprise, and I'm afraid they nipped me a few times. The antidote I took ought to clear things up, and I'm feeling a smidge unsteady at the moment. You understand.
Can I do a knowledge recall on ether spiders to sort of get an advanced sense of whether we're prepared for this?
Yes. Let's look up ether spiders.
I mean, we're probably jumping in anyways, but still.
Yeah, ether spiders. Yeah, ether spiders they're curious beasts. They shift between the ethereal plane and the material plane. And what they usually do is they stay in the ethereal plane, and they can stay there indefinitely without ill effect. And they can see within the material plane clearly while they're there. And what they usually do is they walk around the ethereal plane hunting for creatures to eat, and then they pop into the material plane, attack them, put them into a ethereal web trap. They stick them, and then they actually literally grab them and go back to the ethereal plane, hit them with spider venom, and eat them.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That does
All right,
not
so-
sound pleasant.
Maybe that changes our plans.
Interdimensional trapdoor spiders.
So Lobang
Wow.
takes the crossbow off his back, loads it, and then shoots a glance over at Dougie and sees what his reaction to that is.
What?
Crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow locked and loaded. This is a job for the crossbow.
Well, she's walking over to you and says, "Well, I do want to tell you something." As she sees you like taking all your weapons off, she says, "I actually think the spiders they looks like they're baby ether spiders, and I think they're trapped because I have all these wards in there, and it doesn't allow them to get out of the material plane. It looks like they're trying to get back into the ethereal plane, but every time they try, they snap back. And I tried to go in and see what the deal was, and they attacked me. But I think it was more out of fear than anything else."
Are face spiders intelligent creatures? Do they have a language?
Yes, actually, they're quite intelligent. In fact,
What
although
do they
only
speak?
speak Oklo, from what I know.
Oklo?
Oklo.
Are they evil?
What the hell is Oklo?
No, not at all.
I think he just made that word up.
All right. Well, I think then. Thank you for the advice. I guess we set our phasers to stun,
Yeah, we typically stun things.
Always
anyway.
do.
and
Oklo is
go
actually
at it.
Isn't that what the obelisk
That
speak?
like burrowing and digging creatures or something.
Yeah, serpent folk, gibbering mouthers, kobolds, rat folk. They speak it. It's not uncommon. She goes on to explain. She says, "I'll bring you down. I'll show you where it is. But I think it's like before you try to. I think if you just lead them out, I think they'll just leave because
I'll give it a shot.
I think they're just stuck."
But are they? But they seem like a threat to humans, though, to humanoids.
Yeah, they're bitter.
I mean, they should probably be eliminated.
No. If they got a language, if they speak, then they're people, and if they're people, then civilization applies.
She goes on to explain. She says, "No, I know of ether spiders in my day, being an adventurer, and they're not malicious. Again, I have a feeling they're just stuck."
I'll give it a shot.
We'll give them
Okay.
a chance to go peacefully. I mean, if it comes to it, yeah, okay, we'll have to fight them. Like
I'll try to deploy my diplomatic, charismatic skills, using sign language and nonverbal communication, and we'll see what we can do.
Isn't comprehend languages written?
Oh, can we do that?
Or is that just?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. You might be right.
You might need tongues, which is my.
Oh yeah, it was tongues, right? Because it'll let us understand it but not speak it. We need to be heard.
Comprehend languages does do something though. It used to, I thought, other than writing.
Maybe we
I
can
thought.
cast it on them.
Tongues allows you to know all words regardless of language and speak it. That's level 5, so you can do it. But let's see what comprehend is. Oh, comprehend language is level 2. You can understand the meaning of a single language in its hearing or reading when you cast a spell. It doesn't let you understand codes, metaphors.
Is it personal or can it be cast
If
on
the
another?
target can hear multiple languages and knows that, it can choose which language to understand. Otherwise, it can choose one of the languages randomly. If you do the level 3 version, you can speak it as well as understand it. So that's why you need the level 3 version. But yes, yeah.
And
you can.
what schools of magic does that cover? Is it
Arcane, Divine, and Occult.
Arcane? I am neither of those. I'm primal.
Unfortunately, I'm arcane, but I can't. Can I use a scroll that's a higher level than me, or just probably not?
I don't know.
One of the traditional functions of a scroll was to allow you to use one.
Yeah, but I don't think I could heighten one to a scroll to a level that's higher than.
You can buy one heightened.
Yeah, we buy one.
Buy the heightened
Yeah, it goes the
scroll.
other way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have arcane, so I could actually do that.
Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's talk to the spiders. Why not?
How much would a third level scroll cost?
18 gold.
We got 50 from the other guy.
True, that's true.
Here we go. To cast a spell
Sure,
on a
why
scroll,
not?
the spell must appear on your spell list. Because you're the one casting, you use a spell, blah, blah, blah.
So, but cast it. So it's like I'm the face man because I got the diplomacy. I got plus 11 diplomacy.
Yep.
So how about you cast it on me? I talk to the spiders. We see how we go. And if all else fails, we beat them up.
Okay.
I think you can cast it. I think as long as you get the scroll and you can cast it, you can cast
Yeah,
it.
the target is one creature, so okay. Well, I mean,
I don't see. It says, it doesn't say, like, I mean, even though you only can cast level 1 spells, I think you can buy a level 3 spell on a scroll and cast it. Never done
I
it,
suspect
but
part
I'm
of
gonna allow it.
the thing that keeps you from abusing this is that a scroll of like 20th level scroll would be way too expensive for a level 3 character or something like that.
Traditionally, I don't know how it works in Pathfinder 2, but traditionally there's a chance of hilarious and dramatic failure. Like the higher the level, like the more disparate your abilities are from the scroll you're trying to cast. Traditionally, I'm not sure if that's also how it works in Pathfinder.
It just gets incredibly expensive because, like the scrolls get into the thousands of gold pieces. You know, they get white expensive. They've done very good job with the balance because 18 gold. It's like, well, it's not going to break the bank, but it's not something you're going to throw away. You know, it's definitely something you want to use on a case like this. So you can say, "We'll be right back," and you go down to Scrolls Are Us, where we have what you need. And sure enough, comprehend languages, level 3 heightened, where you can speak it. Surprisingly common scroll because you're in the land of Absalom and everyone needs to
There's
talk
a lot
to
of people from
everyone.
different places. So.
That's right. Not hard to find at all. So 18 gold pieces later, and you got 1 scroll of comprehend.
I'm not trying to be
languages.
difficult, but I was looking at a chart that says 30 gold for a level 3 spell.
Actually, you're correct. It's 30 gold. I apologize. I don't know where I got 18 from. So it's 30 gold. Still, do you want to do that?
We still got 50 from the other guys. I say we go for it.
Yeah, and ideally, we could ask the bank if they can, compensate some or submit it as on our expense sheet or something. I don't know. All right. Well, I mean, let's help the people. That's what we're here for.
I say try it. Let's try it.
Oh, I know what it is. It's 18 gold if you want to find someone to cast it onto you, and it's 30 if you want the gold. If you want the scroll, that's.
Oh, we would rather them cast it on us. We don't want the scroll.
Well, what's the duration now?
I think it's like an hour. So I mean,
yeah, that's the.
Can
difference.
we
That's
have
why.
them cast it on Gomez and save the 12 gold?
Please.
Oh well, you don't want to go to Scrolls R Us. You want to go to Castings R Us. Yeah, they're next door. So tell them Rick sent
We
you.
must go see the mage Duolingo.
That's right. So you go over there and they're like, well, yes. They all sound the same because they're all brothers. Yeah. That's a pretty common one. Yeah, we got lots of those. You want to comprehend languages?
Yeah, we need to be able to speak Aklo for a little bit.
Aklo, you got it. Who's the lucky feller?
That would be me.
All right.
This charming man right here.
And
No,
then
I'm not
he
going to start
does-
singing the Smiths.
Oh, Smith's so good.
Dizzity bing, whizzity big. You can now speak like a fig. There you go. Now you can talk like Aklo. Have fun with that, kid.
Excellent. All right, so we run back.
That means you get to be right up front then again.
That's
Yep,
right.
Yep, I'm going in. I'm going in alone. Wish me luck.
Wait, I'm going alone?
Yeah. Because I wanted to have this diplomacy have the best chance. So and I'll take.
I'll
my
stay
chances.
close
Like,
because maybe I can. I mean, if it gets ugly, I can at least blast him with color spray or something.
and I have an extra flourish I want to add to this. I happen to have personally a scroll of pest form, so I'm going to turn myself into a spider to set them at
Nice.
ease, and as
Oh
I
my
am
gosh.
one of them,
Wow.
and talk to them like Charlotte from Charlotte's Web.
I like
and
it.
Have a
Oh,
conversation.
can Dougie be a spider too?
I only got one scroll.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Seth does not fool around.
Yeah, this is not half-assed.
Seth is full-assing this one.
That is the power of the Swiss Army knife of characters that Gomez is.
Okay, so sure enough, you get to the vault door, and there are runes all around the door. And, the rune-covered vault door is easy to open, as it looks like it was unlocked. And in there, you see 2 ether spiders in the vault. And when you open up the door, they sort of scurry back into the corner. When you open up the door, they seem to be frightened of you.
All right, I channel the Horta. No kill I, no kill you. Get you home. We make fix. No fear. Be friends. We help. And I diplomatize it up.
Okay, where are you standing exactly?
Let me look at the map here. Where is this occurring? I'm not quite sure where we are on the map.
Oh, wow.
Those spiders are big.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm very tiny. I'm hoping they're not like a cannibalistic species that preys on other spiders. That was one thought I had, but I'm gonna hope for the best.
And those are the babies.
So yeah, you see these spiders, and even though they appear to be babies, they are enormous. They they look like spiders, only they're maybe 6 feet tall, and they seem to be trying to flicker in and out. Like you can see them trying to plane shift, but every time they do, they pop back in. You say that to them, and they say back to you, and in Aklo they say, "We leave. We try to leave. We can't leave. Help us."
We help, we fix. We help, we fix. No fear. No fear. 2 legs. No fear. 4 limbs. 4 limbs. 4 limbs come in. No attack. No kill. Fix problem. You leave.
They walk up closer. They're like, "How fix? How fix? Can't leave." And they're like trying to flicker. It's like, "Can't step. Can't step."
4 limb. Use 4 limb magic. 4 limb magic keep you here. 4 limb magic let you go. We fix 4 limb magic. Remove 4 limb magic. You go.
They scheme to they're trying to flicker in. They say, "How? They're trying. It's like, step not work. How?
I mean, are the wards just inside this room though, or can they just walk out the door and flicker out?
We fix. You must lie, must wait, not attack, not kill. Agree?
Yes, yes. Want to go home? Step.
Okay. Let's get Basil. Basil, here, come in for a second.
Just
to
a little
introduce yourself.
closer, Basil.
I will have no weapons out. I will slowly just come right onto the inside of the door and stop there.
Okay, like with your arcane knowledge, can you get a grip on exactly what has to be done to undo what has to be done?
I rolled it for you. You rolled a natural 20. Basil says if they step outside, they should be able to go.
Right, that's exactly what I said.
Oh, just outside the room?
You have to listen to
Thank
me
you, Basil.
every time.
Thank you, Basil.
Okay, so I point to the floor right outside the door.
So I tell
and
them,
say-
we find problem, room no good, next room exit, next room leave, we leave room, you go home.
Basil discovers problem.
How dare you?
And guys, get out of this room and get into the other room, and I'll lead them out.
I know. Ben had known that.
So sure enough, the spider walks through the door, and as it goes through the runes, it kind of shivers, and the first spider literally just poof disappears and steps into the ethereal plane.
Yeah, and I say to the second, see, sibling, like broodmate free, you be free. You promise us though, in thanks for saving you, no kill forelimb, no come back.
Basil
Agree?
saves you.
They say yes. They're very excited. The other one actually pops back in and says, "Thank you, big limbs, thank you, creatures, thank you." And then
You're welcome.
Pops back out.
Hey, remember, no more kill forelimb, no more eat forelimb not food. Good luck.
Unless it's a cow.
Okay, so the spiders they came out and they literally disappear back into the ether.
Yay!
All right.
We win.
Diplomacy for the win.
Diplomacy for the win.
Checking the room for spiders.
Stop, Dougie. Stop, Gomez. Gomez, you're a spider still? What are you? Did you use that little?
I'm
thing?
actually kind of grooving on being a spider. I am
cool.
actually still a spider.
So, God, there, Gomez, Basil, Loman. What are you doing?
I bet there's treasure in that room.
Yeah, the mall is
the
out.
fault. It's not our treasure.
Right, I know.
For the moment, staying where I am, just in case I'm a little bit nervous about them coming back. So
Yeah, my mall
honestly,
is
I wasn't
equipped.
going to go anywhere.
I'm standing in the
door.
doorway right there. I stand in the doorway looking over there.
As you stand in the doorway, you hear, or Gomez hears, a scream as a creature suddenly appears in front of you.
Oh no!
Oh no, it would have been nice if these guys had told us about this creature.
This four-armed, warmongering monstrosity that seems to have tentacles for hairs and mandibles for mouths. It has in two of its hands scimitars, in one of its hands a longbow, and in the other hand a shield.
No.
This, is a Zill. They hunt spiders from the ethereal plane.
Oh, we took away his quarry, huh?
Uh-huh. And then as he comes in, he says loudly, and the only one who can understand is Gomez. He seems to be absolutely furious. He says, "How dare you let my prey go? I've been hunting those spiders for days now. I'll eat you instead."
Oh shit.
Roll for combat.
I absolutely want to remember the speech given to Gozer to Gozerian. Like empowered by the city, state, and municipality of New York. Please exit from this plane to the nearest convenient.
The most convenient plane of origin. Yeah.
He's got 4 arms.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Maybe I shouldn't have told him to not kill forearms. I think maybe killing his
4
forearms is a great idea, and he should do it more.
And now you realize, wow, these spiders were running away from this thing, and they were,
I love the fact that I'm still a spider too.
you are in big trouble because you have like a you have vulnerability 5 to any damage.
That's terrible.
So you better
I better de-spider.
You better de-spider real
But are you a
quick.
real spider, or are you just the glamour
he's a
about
spider.
the spider?
No, he's a spider. He's a tiny little spider.
Oh my gosh.
He's mad at you.
Cool.
He's not
Yeah,
mad
it
at
says,
the rest of
it
us.
says you transform into the battle form of a tiny animal, such as a cat, insect, lizard, or rat. You can decide a specific animal, but this has no effect on the form size statistics. While in this form, you gain the animal trait, and I can dispel. You gain the following statistic abilities: AC 15 plus your level, ignore armor check penalties, speed reduction, speed 10, weakness 5 to physical damage, low light vision, imprecise scent 30 feet, acrobatics and stealth modifier.
I think your armor class is actually higher, though.
Yeah,
It's
my
a
armor
little
class,
higher.
my armor
It's a
class
little
is higher, but if I get hit, it's worse. Other than that, I kind of like being a spider.
Because
to be
wasn't
honest.
your armor class like 12 or 13 or something? Or
Can you cast spells as a
Yeah,
spider?
yeah.
Hey, yeah, it doesn't say you can't.
Oh wow.
I could run and hide though, man. My stealth matter is plus 10.
you may assume an expeditious inspection will be happening fairly soon after we restart.
You're hiding from a spider hunter.
It's crazy.
Unfortunately, this version does not have stealth trained. Unfortunately, but the plus 10 doesn't suck.
He's got 2 scimitars, a shield. More importantly, where is the nearest exit?
Well,
Shut the door before he
shut
runs.
the door of the vault, and then
That's
so we can all
an option.
flee, try to trap him in the
Then we'll need some more FBI guys.
you're locked in here with me.
Exactly. That's an option.
I know. If he has a shield, then he has a shield that can break.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.